Hi guys, this is our lesson 6 and today we'll talk about how you can buy a rental real estate property with no money out of your pocket. Meaning you don't need any money from your pocket to buy a real estate property. Let's see how. So the very first thing is if you don't have a realtor, you can get a realtor from either Zillow or Redfin, or you can visit any open house and talk to realtor and discuss your goal. The second thing is very important is understanding the market and location. What I mean by market is basically what's the trend of this property, how this will go in about 3-4 years, how's the location is. Always keep in mind that location is the most important thing in purchasing a real estate. Location again is most important than all of the other things when you purchase a rental property. Now you will see everyone is talking about location. You will see your realtor also talking about location, location, and location. That's because you can make a rental property better, but you cannot make a location better. The third thing is think about your future of your rental property. A lot of the people cannot think about the future. Now let me explain a little bit what I mean. People see like, oh, okay, this is not a good property. It doesn't look that good. But think about this. If in this area, if a big company coming in, let's say in about 1 year or 2 years, the value of this property will be much appreciated. If a big shopping mall is being constructed near this area, the value will be huge appreciated. Think about the city rules and regulation. Example, you are buying a property, but let's say there is no space for growing up residential properties in this area. So CD is basically considering like, okay, we'll allow multiplex buildings in a single property. So all of a sudden, your 1 bedroom or 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom house, maybe there is an opportunity, maybe allowed to rebuild as a multiplex, like quadplex, or let's say 2 townhomes, those things. So think about this, research what's going on in your area in the future. The fourth one is do your math. What I mean by this is basically there's a lot of rental calculators out there. You can basically put your purchase price, what is the basically loan amount you'll take, what is the HOA, what's your property tax, what's your insurance, and how much you'll be making from renting this property, and you can see how much you are getting as cash flow. Fifth one is a really important one. A lot of people in the early days or when they start doing those, they just go see the place, go see the property. I recommend do not do so. Study the other things before, look at the pictures on the listings, and go and only go when you think your math works, when you think this property is in a good location, and you will really make some money if everything works. So save your time at your home or wherever you are. Don't rush into seeing this property until you study all of those. Now, number 6 is don't be afraid to make an offer. What I mean by this, a lot of people start looking into the properties and they say like, oh, okay, you know what, we cannot make this because math doesn't work. Example, the seller is asking for $200,000. If I offer 150, it will be rejected, or seller will be upset. Or so what I mean is they just don't make offer. So don't afraid to make any offer. Offer as many as you can, and When I say offer as many as you can, because you cannot get a property until you make an offer. Now, while you want to make an offer, think about this, never be a motivated buyer, meaning you know what your number is. If you're a realtor, say, hey, look, you are trying to purchase this property for $150,000, but the seller will not give it, so offer 180. Don't listen to your realtor. Do what you think is the best. Your realtor is not working for you, he is working for his compensation. So never be motivated. So if you, oftentimes you may see like your realtor is not even interested in making an offer because they think you will not get this property with this offer. That's why I make this one as important point is change your realtor if needed. If your realtor is not basically, not basically listening you, what your goal is, how you want to proceed, it's time to change your realtor. There are lots of good realtor out there, so you are not fixed with one realtor. It's not like in a marriage we need to think about think twice for a divorce. Number 9 is ask for seller credit. A seller credit is basically a credit you can utilize for your closing cost. You can utilize for getting the mortgage rate down. Example, in one of my recent purchase, I used a 22,000 seller credit and was able to pay all of the closing cost and was able to lower my interest rate down. Keep contingencies. What it mean by keep contingencies is there are usually some of the contingencies like, oh, okay, I will do an inspection and inspection need to come out good. Appraisal contingencies like, okay, I will do appraisal and then appraisal will need to be at least the amount I offered. Try to keep as many contingencies as you can so that if anything doesn't work, you can just back out. One of the contingencies you will often hear like, okay, I will need to decide, talking to my boss. Who knows who your boss is? Your boss can be your wife, your boss can be your cat, your boss can be your dog. So I'm just saying for an example, take as many contingencies as you can, talk to your realtor, and they are very, very expert on making contingencies. Shop for best rates, utilize points. I think that one I already discussed about here, but what I mean by this point is do not be sticked on one mortgage guy. Shop around. You will surely get a better rate. Inspect in detail. What I mean by this, after offer is accepted, do a thorough inspection. Discuss with your seller, with your realtor, like, okay, hey, those are the things are not looking good. Let's fix on those, or let's compensate. What can cost this, and negotiate the price. At this point, do not move forward if anything is wrong. So always try to negotiate and make the things working for you. Do not move forward if anything is wrong. Now you might think about, oh, okay, this is all good stuff, but the point of the topic is how can I buy without any money out of my pocket? And that's the point over here. How's the down payment is coming in? So let's say, for example, you got an offer accepted for a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and the offer is for $100,000, just for calculation simplicity. And let's say your down payment is $20,000. How do you get the down payment? Example, in my case, I got the down payment from my HELOC. Those who do not know what a HELOC is basically a home equity line of credit. Who do not have a home, you can basically apply for a credit card and get a promo APR for 0% interest for about 16 months. So you can basically can get the down payment from your credit card or from HELOC or from, let's say, any other personal loan or whatever. Think about the interest rate you are paying. Now, a credit card is a good for this because once your promo rate is promo time is over, you can always go to another credit card and transfer the balance. Now, let me explain a little bit more on this one. When you calculate or do your math over here, calculate what you are paying over here. So in your math, you should include your mortgage payment, your down payment installment, your insurance, your property tax, your property manager cost, or everything, and then think about how much you are making. Next, once you are basically done with closing this property, think about transferring the title to an LLC or any other entity. Discuss with your real estate attorney. They will suggest you best. Before getting a loan, talk to your mortgage provider. Hey, is my title transferable? If you are buying from an LLC, you probably don't need to do this. Now, why we basically suggest to transfer a title? Because you are avoiding some of the liabilities, possible liabilities. And then do hire a property manager. Why I do so? Because when you hire a property manager, you can utilize their skill and they will fund the tenant for you. They will get the rent and you will be basically utilizing OPT, meaning other people's time. So your time is saved and you can utilize your time for other things. Because if you do not do this, then you will be tired at some point because you need to multiply this, you need to scale this up, and you cannot do everyone else's job very well. Number 17 is understand Murphy's Law. What is Murphy's Law and why do we need to understand this? Well, Murphy's Law is basically simple, like anything can go wrong, will go wrong. So example, if there is a possibility of something will be damaged in your property, think about this like it will be damaged, not it may be damaged. So be prepared for this one. Number 18 is repeat, refinance, scale up. When I say repeat, you can repeat this process again and again by multiple property. When you will get a better rate or if the property is appreciated, refinance and scale up. But do not sell. If you sell it, you will lose all of the advantages of a real estate property in terms of refinance, in terms of tax benefit and all other things. That's why in number 19 I listed as think 19 times before you sell. If you just sell it, it just cut a chicken and eat the meat of a chicken. You are not getting any eggs from this chicken. And then number 20 is enjoy the beauty of infinite return. What I mean by this, in this particular example, you are basically investing zero out of your pocket. So if you invest zero out of your pocket and if you make, let's say, 300 per month, then 300 per month divided by zero equal infinite. So anything you get over here, if you are basically dividing by zero, so it's infinite return. If you can do this year over year, your property will be appreciated, your mortgage will be decreased. When I say mortgage, I mean the loan amount you have, not the monthly payment. And then at the same time, you are getting tax benefit and your property will be appreciated. How many properties you can buy with this process? As many as you get the deal. You will not be tired because you are not doing the job. Your realtor is basically finding the property for you. Bank is financing, realtor is taking care of your property, and you are just scaling up. So this is the way basically you scale up your rental property, buy your rental property, no money out of your pocket, and basically increase your earning without even working. Now you might say those are the properties very hard to find. Yes, I do agree. Uh, those are the properties very hard to find, but those are not like not available. Those are available. That's why people are buying those properties, and I myself was able to buy 3 properties as well. If I can do as an IT engineer, you can do as well. I did not have any knowledge in real estate property. All I did is I asked people help, and they helped me purchasing those. If I can, you can too. Thank you for watching.